Hi, my name is Maria. I work for the Fasco Motel and I'm a maid. I'm working with my coworker John and he got into an accident.
Yeah, I was working on fixing the sprinkler and I fell off the ladder. Same broken ladder that I always have to work with. You know, I fell back, I hit my head, I wake up, I'm in a hospital. I don't even know how I got there. The doctor tells me about this government agency called OSHA. I don't know about dealing with anything with the government because I have a family. You know, I have 4 kids. I really just can't lose this job. I got home after I was at the hospital and I went over the situation with my priest. He thought calling OSHA would be a good idea.
When I heard John's story, I was thinking about how unsafe it was for me too because I was getting stuck with needles. On top of all that, when he got injured, then I had to clean his blood without having any training whatsoever or gloves to do so. Hi boss, I just wanted to let you know that I got stuck by a needle again. Just so you know, it's been going on for quite some time.
Yeah, all right. You know what? Here's a Band-Aid. What I need you to do, I need you to go up to room 225. John fell again. There's blood all over the place.
Oh my God.
Go up and clean it.
So when the boss told me to clean your blood after the accident, I got really nervous. I didn't feel comfortable at all cleaning anybody's blood. And I told myself, this is a good time to call OSHA. And I just have the courage and did it. That's what I had to do.
Hello, this is OSHA. How may I help you?
Hi, good morning. I'm calling about my workplace. We have some issues and I just don't know if I'm calling the right place.
Well, I'm glad that you called OSHA. OSHA stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and we protect all workers' rights.
I was just hoping that you can give me more information about safety issues.
Let me explain some of the work hazards that you may find in your workplace, such as slippery floors, tripping hazards, electrical panels that may be blocked, frayed wires, blocked exits, asbestos, chemicals, and handling blood without gloves. Would you like to make a complaint?
Yes, I think I would like to file a complaint.
All right, let me just ask you a couple of questions.
I was a little bit afraid. They were asking me a lot of questions. Questions like my name, where I was living, where the company was, my boss's name. It was a little bit scary to give all that information away. But they told me that they're not gonna give out my name.
Can you describe why you think your workplace is unsafe?
Yes. The other day I actually was changing some sheets and I got stuck by a needle. The same day, the service guy, his name is John, he fell off the ladder and he bumped his head and there was blood all over the place, and my boss asked me to clean his blood and I wasn't really feeling comfortable doing that.
Did he give you gloves?
No, he doesn't give us any gloves. And I'm really worried about the needle stuck.
Did he provide a hepatitis B vaccination?
No, he didn't offer that. She explained that for them to go to the workplace and do an inspection, they needed a signature. I wasn't feeling right about that. Then she explained to me that anybody that know me can actually sign it, like my priest or the doctor or maybe a union member, perhaps a family member, So I felt good about that. They don't reveal our names, so that's actually good. And after that I believe her and I decided to actually sign it. When I was talking to her, I also talked about your accident and I was telling her that you were working from a broken ladder. So she told me that you shouldn't be doing that. Our boss should be giving us good equipment to do our jobs. So she told me that they will be going to do an inspection. A few days later, they came and they did an inspection. They found a few hazards while they were walking through the hotel and they fixed them. I mean, our boss fixed them. So it actually worked, and OSHA didn't tell anybody that I made a complaint. I didn't talk to anybody about it either. So I'm really glad I called OSHA and made that complaint.
I really want to thank you for calling OSHA. You know, now I know that in the future, if there's a problem at the workplace, I know that I can give OSHA a call and that they'll come and take care of my concern.
You've just seen one way to file a complaint with OSHA. The most important message to understand is that you have rights on the job, including the right to a safe workplace. If your workplace is not safe, you can file a complaint, which will result in OSHA helping to identify hazards at your workplace and ensuring they're fixed. If you feel like you could be discriminated against, you should consider, and we strongly recommend, that you file your complaint through a group or person who represents you. You can have someone sign a complaint on your behalf, such as your spouse, doctor, lawyer, union representative, elected official, religious leader, consulate, community-based group, or someone who represents current employees. We also encourage you to go to the OSHA website at www.osha.gov or call 1-800-321-OSHA. That is 1-800-321-6742 to get more information about how to file a complaint. Thank you, and please consider calling OSHA for more information about this message and your rights to a safe job. OSHA wants every worker to return home safely at the end of their workday.